Everybody.
All right. We love to give our praise to
Yahweh
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem
Y'all
Yahushua.
start off saying Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Brakatah Yahushua,
Barakatah Yahushua.
Brakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Brakatah Yahushua,
Barakatah Yahushua.
Brakatah Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Come.
And double honor to the apostle of Grave Millstone. Salutation to the brothers that teach in truth and sincerity. You know, peace and peace to you brothers. You know, we just gonna talk about these news, talk about some update news and prophecies out the scripture.
It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Right. In this week, there was some airstrikes. Well, U.S. led some airstrikes out in Syria. So it was about three airstrikes out in Syria. I'm gonna read some articles. I'm gonna just read this article, then I'm gonna explain what it means. So U.S. So the first article is on Fox News. On Fox News, it say U.S. led a coalition strikes pro-Syria regime forces a third time. U.S. led an anti-ISIS coalition conduct another airstrike Thursday against pro forces in Syria, a conflict zone around the coalition base at 10th or 10th at 10th. That's the place in Syria. In Syria, two U.S. officials told CNN it said the airstrike took place after three technical vehicles were crossing into the restricted area. Those were hit about 24 miles from the base, where the Americans at, because it's a deep conflict zone. So they took upon themselves to strike that place, even though it's like a safe zone where you don't supposed to have no war at, have no conflict at. Right? So let me keep going. This is a third coalition strike in recent weeks against this pro-regime force near at the base, and it comes days after a highly usual move from the coalition, where the permit of pro-regime Syrian aircraft airstrike inside restricted zone in southern Syria, where American forces were stationed. Right, so this coalition or coalition, you know, and the first thing that came to my mind is, what the fuck is a coalition? I didn't know what it was. So when you look up what a coalition is, right? You know, when you look at what a coalition is, I lost. I just gotta look it up again. It's
like a joint thing,
Yeah, the brothers speak the truth, right? It's a joint thing, right? It's an alliance for a combined action. It's an alliance, a partnership. That's what it says. All right, which made perfect sense. The brother said a joint thing. So that's what a coalition is. But the news article, U.S. led coalition. So you ask yourself, well, who's a part of this coalition? So
probably Iran.
No.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
That's what I'm. The brother on it.
Right.
The brother on it.
Yeah, because Trump he just went over there to Saudi Arabia with that fucking prince, and he's making all these things. But yeah. I wasn't familiar with it, but once I put the spirit on you, then you think about the shit that you scan across. I ran over it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got it out.
All right, so you brothers that are not too familiar with it, coalition is where the brothers had a joint thing, a partnership, and the term that they use here in America, they call it a U.S. led coalition. they would never. But the official name of the coalition is called a multinational force. That's what it's called, a multinational force. That's what happened. A multinational force airstrike these places because you can't just say U.S. because U.S. gets supplied by other nations. You know, because U.S. is in debt. U.S. has no money. It does this, so they use other nations to supply them too. So, and I'm gonna go into that, but the name of it is called a multinational force. Often we, and this is Wikipedia. All right. So, what is our multinational force? Often referred to as a coalition force, right? It say was the military commandment during 2003 Iraq. So that's how it came. It came about the whole coalition thing in 2003. Now, I'm not gonna go into it, but I just want brothers to know these words, because you be lost dealing with Esau, right? So this the etymology of it. The multinational force, which is the coalition. Check this out. In the etymology in Wikipedia, it say the news media in United States generally use the term U.S.-led coalition to describe multinational force. See, you was just see here in America, U.S.-led coalition, but in everywhere else, it's really multinational force because they know it's not just U.S. doing it. Why don't they name the other the countries that's doing these strikes too? I mean, it's thousands of strikes going on, not, but they just say it's led by U.S. It's thousands of strikes going on, right? So, all right, and that's that. Now, who are some of the people that is coalition, this multinational force, right? You might ask yourself that. Now, some of the key players, I'm not gonna name them all because there's a lot. Some of the key players, right? Now, right here it is. All right, here, all right, I got it. So players that's in this force, right? Which is what the U.S. station. See, Esau play on these words, so he try to twist things up. But it's multiple people. So here, just like it said in the article, generally in this news media, they say U.S.-led coalition. I don't know what the fuck it means. Coalition, okay. No, it's a multinational alliance they got going on. Is in it, but it's some other players in it. Their roles. Now, and there's so many, man. So to be part of these coalitions, these alliances, are one of the players that's in it that contribute unto this coalition. And what do they do? And they've been a part of it, and they say will establish a large anti uh 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 declarate, yeah, in the region in Albania to join Islamic the anti-Islamic State, right? So Albania is interested in making future military contribute to the coalition against ISIS. And this is what their role is, to contribute against ISIS. Start sending weapons and ammunition. So some players just send weapons and ammunition. And it's Australia's one of them, and they want to send weapons and weapons and bombs and everything. And it just goes on, right? Now, I just want to say one more thing. Yo, this is Austria, right? And it said has sent about 1.3 million in emergency humanitarian, meaning to care about the people there. See, they drop these bombs, and their role is just to oh well, if a civilian happened to get hurt, we send, here goes some medical supplies, right? And that's the thing that got me. And this is the last one, and then we can go inside the scriptures. And then it say Syria. It's actually a part of a part against themselves, against the coalition. So hold on, wait a second. You might ask yourself, well, why the fuck? It makes sense because they talking about they're taking ISIS, not Syria. You know what I'm saying? They attacking. See, these fucking devils. ISIS is a made up piece of shit. ISIS is made up. So these old countries is with the coalition against ISIS because they messing up to society. So these devils is something else. You're going here, and that's what that's talking about, man.
This is Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Because ultimately, like the brother was doing, that's some crafty ass counsel, man. All right, they making it seem, they putting this image out there of one thing when in reality it's it's a totally another thing, man. All right, because at the end of the day, they basically the super elites, man. They promoting this, they pushing this propaganda. Why, man? To take crafty counsel against thy people. All of this is playing into, going against the nation of Israel. This Islamic terrorists and these extremists up on a pedestal, so that way they can attack the men of the Lord. They're not gonna attack us head on, man. They gotta put a spin to it. And this is part of their fucking spin, for them to go against their quote unquote extremists, man. Yeah. Right. Because they put us, the Hebrew Israelites, into that box as we're extremists. Then so that means we're in the same box as ISIS, we're in the same box as Syria. Yeah. But in all actuality, they taking crafty counsel against our people, man. First chosen, the nation of Israel, man.
Yeah, and it's just a world of
because verse 5, I'll read verse 4. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent against thee, man. So they all together with one consent, like the brother was saying, even though they doing this coalition attack against Syria. Syria is one of the main fucking players in this coalition.
In the coalition, man.
So at the end of the day, man,
and Iran is in it too. So it's fucking, it bothers you. It's like, hold on, these players, and the country you supposedly going to war with is with you to stop ISIS group. Come on, man. You gotta call it what it is. You gotta call it a spade, man. Now, I got this for you. This is Luke 22. And when you look up the etymology of the word coalition, it say grow with. someone you can, it say grow with. That's what it say. Something that you can grow with, you can grow together. Can't grow with this devil, man. So that's why now I see why, and it makes sense because you look at people that's a part of this coalition, or some people that left the coalition, but at one time you were still with America, because you can't grow with them. Now I see why the scriptures say everyone's gonna turn against you, man, because with everyone and you shitted on them one point of time. That's why the beast, and it's not just gonna be all these countries is gonna turn against America soon, man. And one more thing, and then they use the word, and then the spiritual, because they use the word. See, the rightful term is multinational force. That's the right term for it. If that's is the one that's on paper, that's what you're supposed to use. But here in this media, they call it U.S. led. What that led, right? LED. That makes you think of LED. You know, window LED window. That makes you think of. But when you look up the term LED, it stands for light or light emitting. That's what it's called. Light emitting. Get 2 Corinthians 11 and 14.
All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel.
Right, and no marvel. Because LED. Because anytime you see the word LED, you think of and we look at the term, it say light emitting, meaning he's the light one. So don't marvel at these people.
And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Right, and even Satan transfer he make himself an angel of light, a light emitting person. Like he emits light like a cell phone. As soon as you turn a cell phone on, it emits light. And that's what U.S. LED led coalition, he play on the words. So read that back.
11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Right?
Therefore, it is not Salakia. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
Right. Even the people who's with him transfer themselves as angels of light too, when they really is devils. They drunk of the wine. And really, those are all the countries is nothing but some heathen nations. So they're not angels of light anyway, but they masquerade themselves. You look at that word masquerade, it means poses. So they posing themselves as angels of light and being righteous and doing the right thing, but they're all devils. So people marvel not at them. You shouldn't marvel not at them. Join a coalition with the devil, and most of our people become coalition with the devil. You join their contracts and you go in their ways. You're no better than these forces that join with them. You're no better, even to the people of our nation. When you start doing the things that they do, you is making a coalition with them. You doing the coalition with them, man. With the U.S. LED, the light emitting. So you posing, so you become a devil too, and you pose that you got the light. Keep going, bro.
It says, whose end shall be according to their works.
And and whose end shall be according to their works, man. They're not light-based people, man. They're dark-based people, and the ends of their works are what? Are death and destruction. Countries is backing off from them because they just brought hell and destruction to them people, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Come. Yeah, but that's crazy, man. So yeah, basically that's what I had. I had a video that I was gonna play right quick. Because it was going into some one of them Arabian fucking countries over there, how they starving. Crazy though. You gotta see this.
Qatar spelled like Q-A.
Yeah, Qatar.
Yeah,
that's one of the nations. Oh yeah,
man.
well this video gonna go right with it. Come, yeah. All right, I got the video right here. It says Trump goes to Qatar and bring hell. Quick cut upload this video. Go today if I'm not mistaken. yeah. They one of the countries, man.
Yeah, Qatar.
Come.
Yeah. Joint airstrike against ISIS in Syria in assisting rather than striking roles. The things that they have done with the coalition. Passive law to regulate charities in order to prevent money being sent to ISIS.
Modes of transport into
hold on, wait a minute. Who's sending money to ISIS?
Way of Saudi Arabia, which is their own.
God. Oh, this bitch acting funny. Hold on. Qatar and bring hell.
Yeah. See, because it's part of the coalition. Signed the contract. Qatar. They did September 22nd. A Qatar aircraft joint coalition airstrikes against ISIS in Syria in assisting rather than striking roles. Right? It's one of the things they did.
Salaki, you know how Esau be doing, trying to throw off the spirit.
Yeah, trying to throw off the spirit, man.
Yeah.
That's all you trying to do.
It was worthy to be counted for the peace and citation to you brothers out there pushing the truth. Wholeheartedly.
You know what? When they said else they did.
Because
go deep, man. Goes deep, man. And join hand with these get thrust through. As Christians say, man. So if the video haven't played yet, other thing that they did. And had delivered 300 tons of human.
As of now, all modes of transport out of Qatar by way of Saudi Arabia.
Devil playing with my shit too. It sent 100 tons of food to the Syrian people after striking them. Man, fuck you devils, man. It's yeah, but hold on. It say because joint coalition airstrike against ISIS in Syria. See, I understand those strikes hit any goddamn where, man. It don't just hit where it just gonna hit this specific place. How you know just some random farmer don't live play? He just trying to make a living. You know, just a farmer or one that's tending sheep, just trying to make a living for himself. He probably just passed through just to walk home. Blew the fuck up. Oh, but hey, so I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna cause all that death and destruction in your country. Had delivered, and this is about Qatar, 100 tons to assist the people affected by ISIS. The fuck out of here, man. They are affected by you destroying their country. Destroying their country. That's how they affected. That is what's affecting them. ISIS is not affecting them. You people is dropping bombs from the sky on them. They turn around, they delivered 300 tons of food and aid. Come on, man. This is a real live devil, man. This is Qatar. This is what Qatar did. This is Qatar.
And look, and this video gonna go into what Esau did to Qatar, man. It's a cold.
You ain't right, and that's the thing. See, you started. You start with the devil. You gonna get. Things gonna happen to your ass. That go for you Israelites, man. You don't fucking make deals with the devil, man. He poses himself as an angel of light. That's what he do. The scriptures, Paul knew it. He like, man, don't believe these motherfuckers. That's how they come.
It's Isaiah 28:15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. Are we at agreement?
Yeah, that's cool.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Yeah. For
we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. And that go for you other nations too, man.
Yep.
A covenant with death, man. Yeah. Because Esau, he exudes death, man. That's Esau's personification, man. Yep. All right, that's one of his main characteristics, death, man.
Come.
So yeah, I'm gonna play this video going to Qatar and what Trump and
as of
what
now,
they did
all
to him.
modes of transport into and of Qatar, if Saudi Arabia,
all modes of importing and exporting into that. It's been cut the fuck off, man.
Okay.
All right. It's been cut off.
All shut down. Thousands of travelers have been affected as Doha is used as a transfer hub in that region for carriers.
Say that's crazy.
Such as Qatar Airways, Emirates, and Etihad.
You know why things like this happen? They didn't do something. A part of the coalition. They might have said, look, we need some more airstrikes. We need y'all to or something, you know, or we need y'all to fund this airstrike that we were about to do. That's what these coalitions is for. It's to fund the money. Oh, I need y'all to fund this airstrike, or I need y'all to thousand your best men come on through. You know, or I need some of y'all young men I want to train us for some boys. That's all it takes for to piss Esau a no. Like, man, we can't do it. They don't take no 4,000. You can't say, well, look, I give you 3,099. No, they won't. They want that fucking 4,000, man. You can't even give them. You missing one man, they get pissed. Like, hell, we ask for 4. And that's all it takes. And the brother about to show it. He fucking blackball you after that. So just for you not sending him what he asked for, you were second late, man. Fuck you, goddamn Edomites, man.
Begun rationing food and water as the TC nation is being isolated by its partners.
Yeah, it said they begun rationing food and water already, man.
They're being isolated by their partners. Who is their partners? Look, their partners is everyone that's a part of the coalition. That's down there the whole goddamn world. It's just missing a few punk ass countries. It's basically goddamn everyone. They got a hand in goddamn in north, east, south, and west world. They control the waters and the skies. So if you isolate by your country, that's due to U.S. because they blackballed you for you not performing something that he asked you to do.
Yeah, this Ezekiel 4:11. Thou shalt drink also water by measure. The 6th part of a hin from time to time shalt thou drink, man. So they said they rationing food and water over there, man. They drinking it by measure, man. From time to time they go drink it, man, just because they being ousted, man. They being shunned by, you know, they these Americans, man. These super elites at the end of the day.
Blue. So here to shed more light on all of this, former U.S. diplomat Jim Jatras is joining us. Jim, good to be.
Former U.S. diplomat.
Here with you.
Good to be here with you, Manila.
So this move, Qatar, appears to be led by the Saudis and the rest of the GCC, plus Yemen. And obviously they're kind of Ghazi government are all falling in line. And this just breaking just a little
yeah, they all
before
falling
we
in
came on air.
line because why? They don't want to see the same shit happen to their country, man. By these elites, man, these super elites. Esau Edom, man. That's why all those other countries fall. It says Saudi Arabia, Libya, all right, and all these other countries, they fall in line.
Yeah.
It happened to their country, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't want to be guilty by association. You know, that's a term that Jake used. Guilty by association. They don't want to be caught with them. They don't want to hang with them. And Qatar, and you look at the Qatar, it's a wealthy place, man. I got some my mom used to actually live out there and shit. With a dude wealthy, she used to tell me all about it. One of the wealthiest places she ever been. They drive, they fly. They got outstanding hotels. It's one of the 5-star places. That's where Floyd and them kick it at. That's where they kick it at. That's like a rich person, a wealthy person place, man. And look at them now, man. Look at them now. Just for this, I know what happened. They disobeyed the order, man. I know what happened. U.S. What happened because I'm the Israelite, man. It's our job because we the prophets. We supposed to know what happened. That look, man, the thief coming out, but to still kill and destroy, man. That's all he come for. He disguising himself as an angel of light. We know what happened, man. The goddamn devil. And you ain't performed one thing, and that's all it takes, man. He thought he was your friend. He's not. The devil is the adversary of all nations, man. He's the adversary of all nations. You know?
Reports emerging claiming that this GCC rift is actually stemming from some sort of Russian hack websites. I don't know if you'd heard that before you came on air.
Yes.
And this hasn't been independently confirmed as of yet. In your opinion, on here, why is this happening?
The ostensible Saudi excuse for Hammer and Qatar.
What's really going on? The Most High destroying this goddamn place, man. What's really going on? He bringing you fuckers down, man. Hey, y'all had us in captivity too, man. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on, man. Hey, man, I'm giving scriptures, man. I'm gonna give scriptures what's going on, man. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on, man. This piece of shit don't know what's going on. The prophets, the son with the positive great millstone, Yahweh Hashem Shah. We know what's going on, man. We just read it. I'm read it back in Matthew 24. This is, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of war. See ye be not troubled, for these must come to pass. The end is not yet, for nations shall rise against nations. That was going on. Nations is rising against nations. Each nation is turning against itself now. And kingdom against kingdoms, right? Y'all gonna start blaming each other. Oh, well, why didn't you help me out because y'all made that coalition deal. And then it say, and there shall be famine. That was going on. And nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine. Was going on in Qatar because you're losing all your partnerships. Everyone is backing off on you. They are isolating you. And pestilence, and I won't be surprised a breakout happens soon, and earthquake in diverse places. That was going on, sir. Jim Jatis, where the fuck your bullshit name is?
God.
Supporting terrorism, which is a real pot calling the kettle black kind of thing. I mean, yes, the Qataris do. So do the Saudis. They have the same clients in Syria, Al Qaeda, ISIS, and all the
said they got the same clients
various
in Syria,
offshoots. That's not the problem. The problem is the Qataris support the Muslim Brotherhood, which is a nasty group, certainly that the United States lists as a terrorist organization. And worst, even they talk to the Iranians, which is completely beyond the pale for Riyadh. And especially after President Trump went to Riyadh and essentially anointed Saudi Arabia as our champion in the region, I think they're feeling their oats, and they're going after the Qataris to try to whip them into line on supporting the Muslim Brotherhood and no time.
No, I think that might be confusing some people between the
right. So just like the brother
Sunni
was saying,
population,
when you go
which is
against
most
Esau,
of the GCC.
he'll do this to you. And the Edomite, he just said that they trying to whip him in the, basically trying to get him to do what they obviously don't want to do, man. All right.
Yes. And the Shia population in Iran. Can you break that down for us? Is this working out?
Well,
if that's the case.
It's not strictly as Sunni that, you know, Qatar is a mostly Sunni country. Bahrain is mostly, but it has a Sunni ruler. Yes, so there handoff between Saudi Arabia and Iran. It's bigger than that, but I think it's bigger than that.
The thing, brother,
Because
just,
you know, Israel obviously
know,
consider Iran their
when
main
a
enemy.
brother,
They're all the, I
this
think
how
it's
you
coming
know
largely from
a
General
man like
Master.
that is set up, man. Esau uniform on, his look, with the tie and the two-piece suit with the collars. Hey man, I'd be mad as hell right now if I was him, you know. But see, this how you know he's set up, man. He worked for the elites. This dude just an agent. This dude's a nobody. Yeah, he probably saying some truth, but he's set up. He's still under Esau of wine, his philosophy. These are certain traits. You know that a man is still under orders, man. He's still under orders, man. You know, and Qatar, it's just on punishment right now, man. Fuck, I'm gonna say what it is. Qatar just on punishment, man. Hey, the devil like for you to get down on your knees and beg him He get off on that. He wants you to get down on your knees, beg him, sacrifice some people. That type of shit he likes. You know? I got a precept. This is 2 Corinthians 4:4. But if our it's that's a good one though. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Right, man. That's why we tell you brothers need to wake up to what this is, man. If our gospel is hid, it's hid because you're fucking lost, man. You know, you lost you lost, man. You joined a coalition with Esau, man. And then it say, that's the point I want, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shah, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Right. So the God of this world blinded you, people. Who's the God of this world? Esau. The Esau, Edomites, the ones that y'all call Caucasian. They are the gods of this world. And how do they blind you? With money, power, military, power, and drugs. You know? And that's how they blind these other nations. You know? They force, and people like him, oh man, they probably torture the shit out of him, his wife, his kids, you know, his killed his baby, and telling you I want you to go on TV and tell, I want you to say what I want you to say. Fucking suit on too, nigga. You know? Told him to put a pink tie on, a pink shirt on, and get your ass up there before I kill your wife too. This is shit they do. How the fuck we know? Because it's happened to our nation. They killed our wives, our kids, and told us to put a suit on. That's how we know. You know, and that was really going. That was going on, man. This piece of shit is just a goddamn. He's just an agent, man. He working for the devil. You know, he's scared of death right now. I can look in his fucking eyes. He's scared of death. You know, he seen some things. He just sees some things right now, man. blinded him. And that's what they do. They'll blind you through their blood, man. How much blood that was shed, man. You know? They'll make you blind to what you once believed, and you don't believe it no more because they made you blind. They took those spiritual eyes out. They took the eyes out. They take those spiritual eyes out, man. That's what these devils do, man.
That Iran is the big state sponsor of Saudi Arabia, which of course is far and away the largest state sponsor.
There's talk swirling that the Saudi Prince Salman is looking to flex his muscles on the heels of President Trump's visit, to sort of cement his ascension. And to do so, perhaps maybe looking to annex Qatar. Do you think that's on the table?
Well, the Saudi press has been tweeting the Qataris with the coup's actually a fairly traditional way to change government in Qatar. There's always another Al Thani cousin who can be put in place. Let's remember the first two Saudi states that went defunct in 1818, 1891. Qatar was part of the Saudi state at that point. And given that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman about destroying Yemen, for example, I don't rule it out entirely. There could be a coup in Qatar or even some overt Saudi intervention.
If that thing does happen, it's a move we haven't seen since 1990 when Saddam invaded Kuwait. Seeing as we have 11,000 troops at the air base in Qatar.
Well, in a way, maybe that helps solve our problem, doesn't it? Because we have a forward headquarters for Central Command in Qatar. Right now, we have our two allies, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, if they cease to be at odds, because Qatar is no longer an independent country, either by annexation or by solve our problem.
Well, I'm expert here, but I got to ask you one more thing while we're on the subject of air bases and potential coups. Now, in Qatar, it's a strategic location for the U.S. air operations in the region. Today, American jets struck what they're calling pro-Assad or pro-government.
So it's an air base,
from that
a
base.
U.S. air base
on that strike?
in Qatar, which means that Qatar is occupied by the United States government, which means the United States government ultimately controls that shit. If it's the United States fucking air base there, ultimately controls that shit. So that's the one who put those sanctions on them, who basically starving their ass out, man.
Starving them out.
All right.
That's right.
And that's crazy, man. That's that just show you that the power that Esau has over all these other nations, man.
Yeah.
And that's why they gonna hate Esau, because of all this propaganda and all the shit that he did. It's like all the shit that he did, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a script. I'm through with that video, man. But that's just the point. This Nahum chapter 3, verse Nahum 3:3. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. So that's ultimately why these other nations, they gonna realize who the fuck Esau is, man. Realize who the fuck Esau is. All right, today and today right mind, so to speak, man. All right.
Right. This is Revelation 12 verse 12 verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right, and that was what happened, because they were talking about in the 7th verse about the war in heaven. Because it's coming, because this thing's gonna come to us, right? It's about to be war in heaven. It's about to be here on earth. But the Most High is going to intervene in this. He's not just going to
Fuck Esau.
let this go on. And who deceived the whole earth? The whole world. Because this whole world is his, man. See, names like when I see the Qatar, I still see America, man. Syria, I see America. These places is still ran. It's not the name I worry about. Who run it? Just like when you see a train, it's the people who pouring the coal in the fire to make that bitch run, man. And that's the Americans put the coal in the fire, meaning they they actually make these places. They the one who control the imports and the exports of any nation that has any type of food or any type of value of things. They control that shit, man. Why would they let you control anything, man? We have more guns than you. And that's how these devils think, man. And I keep saying this, and you Israelites who trust in these devils got a rude awakening, man. Is going to have a rude awakening, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots."
Yeah, bro. Yeah, woe to you. You went down to Egypt for help because I say this. What was that, Isaiah?
Yeah, Isaiah 31.
Yeah, even in the time of Jeremiah, a lot of our people went down to Egypt for help, man. Our people make coalitions with the wrong people, man. You know what I'm saying? So woe to them that go to Egypt for help. Woe to him that made a coalition with Egypt. This is modern day Egypt. In the time of Jeremiah of destruction, of the kingdom of Shalom, it was a remnant left, right? And the Most High told them to look. I want y'all to just stay in Judah. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Don't worry about nothing. But they went down to Egypt, scared of the Babylonians, so they went to Egypt for help. So even in this hell when we going through now, the Most High is telling us now again, look, just come back to me. Don't worry about it. But y'all still go back to Egypt. We're gonna get that too.
It says, because they are many, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Most High.
Right, they're with horsemen, meaning they just like we were just naming all the countries that's with the court, with U.S. because it's not just U.S. It's NATO, it's EU, and then all the coalition countries that involve themselves with them. Like, man, they got a hand in everything.
It says, yeah, he also is wise and will bring evil. And will not.
He said he also is wise. So, see, that's the scripture. See, it's not wise like the apostles wise, but wise in wickedness. Wise to do evil. The scripture will say they really wise to do evil. They wise to have more guns than you. They wise to have. They wise to kill everyone before you kill them. That will make them wise. Oh, you know what? Let's just kill every fucking body. Because they can't kill us then. Because if they did, they can't kill us. That's the way these devils think. So they wise to do evil. Not because they're not really wise, because the Most High going to destroy them. But keep going. That's it.
Yeah, that's why I say the pride of thine heart had deceived. No, it's more. It says, yeah, he also is wise and will bring evil.
Wise and will bring evil.
It says, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Most High shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together. So yeah, man, like the brother was saying, you Israelites that, you know, y'all are part of the coalition. If you helping Esau, you're gonna fall, man. All right? They're all gonna fail together, like the scripture said, man. All right? Those ways that y'all are indulging in, they're not gonna prosper you, man. Due to your survival or your way of living, man. All right, at the end of the day. All right?
Good precept. Isaiah 13:15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, so all the Edomites that be found, they're gonna be thrust through, man. All right, whether they hide in bunkers, all right, whether they deep down in the ocean, whether they dig into hell, all right, which is the earth, the grave, all right, and them motherfuckers that join with them, man. You Israelites that's in the United States Army, you Israelites that's a part of the U.S. Marine, you Israelites that's a part of the what? Wait, all those other goddamn branches of the United States Army, man. All right, you Israelites that's a part of the you got them government jobs. You a fucking CO, all right, in the county jail.
All of them that basically worship the beast. You mind grabbing a quick precept, Baba Kasha, Romans 11:4, and then you got it.
And people that even because it's armed because the just want to add on, it's a business. Not just you grab a gun. It's a business. So all you people that haven't even worked for the U.S. in the business aspect of it.
Yeah,
it's a business aspect. It's people that just will never ever see a gun, but works in the business side. That's how all these trade deals and these coalitions come to fruition because they do the business side of it.
Right, and you know, because you got America, they like they like allies. They got all these allies and shit. You know, so when shit go down in certain countries, the Americans, they send their troops there, and they those countries that when America send their troops there, the countries that America's basically backing up, they gotta pay America for sending those fucking troops there. They gotta pay for their resources, like fucking South Korea. They had the THAAD missiles, the weapons
defense system.
Yeah, the defense system. Yeah, the missile defense system. And then Trump tell you you should charge them niggas $1 million for that shit. Yeah. So it is a business, like the brother say, man.
They got lawyers, everything. They got lawyers. They got accountants. They got just
doctors.
The doctors. They got fucking everything. It's a whole world. It's a whole other world itself. So all you people, ain't about just the soldiers. If you do any type of business.
Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
Yeah, that's a good one. So to this present time, there's still a remnant that's not going to worship that image of the beast. Yeah. And that's basically what the brother was alluding to, whether you're in any branch, legislative, executive, judicial, whatever the case, if you're a part of that, this system, you're going to be thrust through. But it's a small remnant, and 7,000 just means a complete number that's not going to worship the image of the beast, man.
That's right.
And we hoping to be a part of that remnant. We'd rather live on our feet than down on our feet than live on our knees, man.
Yeah.
Because you living on your knees if you bow down and take your chip at the last stand. What was your works for? Basically labored in vain. If you're doing all this labor and cursing all these damn people out, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get them on board and then faint at the last stand.
Let me get this. This is Jeremiah 43:1. That's a good precept. And it came to pass that when Jeremiah had made an end of speaking to the people all the words of the Most High, their power, for which the Lord, their power, has sent him to them, even all these words, then spake Azariah, the son of Hushiah, and Johanna, the son of Korah, men. Right? Yeah. See, and all the Most I just said all the proud men. Because Jeremiah just told them what it was, and then their leaders spake, and then the proud men, saying unto Jeremiah, thou speakest falsely. See, that's what they said to us, man. What we telling you right now. That's what we give them all the proof and evidence, and then go and then all the words of the Most High, then they go turn around and look at us and say we speaking falsely. Fuck you niggas, man. And then it say, and death to you women too, man. You know, we haven't said that in a minute. Death to you goddamn women, man. To you wicked ass women that's in the nation of Israel. And to women, period, man. And then it say, thou speakest falsely. That's what they gonna say to us. The Lord, our power, have not sent thee to say, go not into Egypt. Oh no, we just see. They said the most. So they saying the Most High ain't sent us to tell y'all not to go into Egypt, not to go inside the system. The Most High said no. He ain't say not to go in this system into bondage. It say the Most High have not sent thee to say go not into Egypt to show John there. So y'all some piece of shit, man. Jeremiah, these people, and this is the time where y'all just witnessed the destruction of Jerusalem. Y'all the remnant of the people. And here it is, the most we and y'all the remnant, and we the remnant now, and these people alive now. And we telling y'all don't go into Egypt, and y'all gonna say to us, faulty, the Lord ain't saying not to go into Egypt. You know? Mm-hmm. But I had, yeah. Jeremiah. What is that? Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
This Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So the Lord said, woe to them that spoilest, that thou was not spoiled, man. So because Esau basically, and they speak about it during the time of Obadiah, like 1:13, he stood on the other side. He rejoiced when we fell. He went into our gates, robbed, spoiled, you know what I'm saying, looted everything that we had, like in our temples and whatnot. And we, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't no need for him to do that. He's supposed to be our brother, is what I'm trying to say, you know? And so the Lord said, woe unto them. And they dealt treacherously with us, and we have not dealt treacherously with them on the magnitude that they did it to us, man. You know, when they came back into power, when they were loose for a little season, came back into power, the things that they did to us far surpasses the things that we did to them. You know, we make them tributary, you know, give us a little, whatever your tithes and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, monthly here and there. Deal with you on a magnitude that we're going to in the kingdom where the scripture said we're going to meditate terror because of the shit that you've done to us, man. You went beyond your bounds, you know, as you're spoken of in Ezekiel the 35th chapter. What is it, like the 5th verse? You know? And so, hey, the Lord said, woe unto you, so death and destruction. And the brother expounded on the fact that our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, is joint hands to them same ones who are oppressing us today.
God, I got you. You know, son, no, you good. God, this is you know, Luke 22. You know, and Luke 22 and 31. It say, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have you, that he may sift you as a wheat. I brought that out because that's what it is, man. Simon talking about Peter, who is who? King David in the reincarnation. Who is who? Our king, you know, our physical king. You know, so you know, so he's the head of the house of David under Yahweh Shah. So what he want to do is take out the house of David. Us. That's talking about us, brothers. Satan desired to have us. Satan desired to make a coalition with us. You know, to Egypt. See, we remember Egypt as a horrible place. We don't want to go there, man. You know, we remember Egypt as seeing our brothers die and seeing our babies getting thrown to alligators. You know, that's how we remember Egypt. We don't remember Egypt because of the fucking cucumbers that they ate, man. You know, the scriptures say it. Well, what if in Egypt we had eat cucumbers and the pomegranates? We all thing I remember Egypt is bloodshed, man. In there.
Yeah, that's
you know,
slavery,
that's the only thing I remember is bondage.
They wouldn't let us go.
They wouldn't let us fucking go. That's the only thing I remember Egypt. The only good thing about Egypt that it's gone.
We building that shit up with our blood, sweat, and tears.
Us building it with our blood, sweat, and tears. We don't remember the fucking pomegranates and the goddamn cucumbers, man. To hell with that shit. So Satan, he desired to have people like us who was trying to get out the hellhole, man. You know, and to sift the house. So he wanted Peter, he wanted the house of David. That's what he wanted. He wanted the house of David. He knew if he take down the house of Peter, who was David, he take out the brother, because we gonna follow David.
That's First Maccabees 1:11. In those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right. Yeah. Let's make a coalition, which means joint, which means to grow. So let's grow with the heathens. You can't grow, but the thing is, you can't grow a pure tree with a wicked tree. Right? You know, apple tree with a you gotta grow them separate, man. Righteous and unrighteous would not get along. And wicked men. With that, read that back.
It says, take it back from the top.
Yeah.
First Maccabees 1:11. In those days, and this, by the way, is talking about the Greeks.
Yeah.
But it's symbolic for that too.
Yeah.
As in those days, went there out of Israel.
Went out of Israel. Yeah.
Wicked men.
Yeah. In the nation of Israel. Wicked men who wanted to make a coalition with the heathens round about. In Greeks. The Greeks, right? The brothers speak the truth. The Greeks, man. That's talking about the time of Greeks.
Yeah, this is talking about the time of Antiochus.
Antiochus. God.
In those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Yeah, let's go back to bondage. Let's go back to bondage and let's do their customs. Let's leave our laws and do their laws. Let's forsake the Most High and let's show them favor, man.
And that's some smooth saying that them motherfuckers were saying right there, man, because they knew at the time, because that was in a time that we knew who we were. We knew we was the Israelites. So they talking about, they come in to tell the brothers that since we left the heathen, we've been fucked up, basically. When they knew in all actuality, the reason why we were fucked up, because we transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. We forsook how by him our shot. That's some smooth fucking saying right there, man.
And then it's deep. No, man, I gotta keep going.
Yeah, God, my bad.
It said, no, you good. It goes a bit more in depth. That's all. Let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
That's some smooth shit to say, man. To blame it on the heathen. Since we departed from them, niggas ain't taking responsibility for their fucking actions, man. Don't talk about since we departed from them, we had much sorrow, man. Come on, man.
Talking about we have been better to stay in Egypt than to be in the wilderness, left here to die.
Come on, man.
During the time of the Egyptians when Moses led them in the wilderness, so it's symbolic for either or. You know, and Israel fucked up to even have that saying. That's them basically you tempting the Most High by doing that. That's that act, basically being proud unto the one who heweth therewith. You know, because the scriptures talk about that. So I'm gonna keep going right quick. It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain
the device pleased them well, man. Which the scripture saying Romans the 16th chapter that they deceived the hearts of the simple. So them niggas who was pleased by those smooth sayings, they ain't part of the elect, man.
Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances.
Yeah, that's 2/3. They were so forward, they were so into it, they were so indulged in the shit that the motherfucker was saying. They went to the king to get a license to do whatever the fuck. Hey, but the Most High said what, man? He ain't give no man license to sin, man. But y'all go to the fucking heathen to overwrite. That's just like a mother or father when the child asks their mom for something, you know, goddamn, they ask their father for something, but they're like, hell no, nigga. You ain't getting that shit. They go to the mom to overwrite them. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, you can't overwrite the Most High, man. You can't go to some, you know, his authority overrule his. No, man, it don't work like that, man.
Right. Like that song. Hey, the Most High is the boss. He can override you. Like
he override you.
You know, like these people, they crazy. They coming up against the Heavenly Father, man. So look, it say this though. It say verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
Oh, that's what they building that. Okay, that wicked ass gymnasium, getting into that all that naked shit and all that. Yeah, okay, come.
And they made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen. And
they made themselves uncircumcised, meaning they basically did not acknowledge the law no more. They didn't acknowledge the laws, that's the commandments. But that's how you become uncircumcised, when you do what the fuck you want to do instead of following the ways of the Heavenly Father, man.
And it says, and joined themselves to the heathens and were sold to do mischief. I'm gonna stop right there because it starts speaking about Antiochus, and it goes a bit more in depth, but that was basically the point, you know. So you got the flow.
Right. It's more this first Esdras chapter what's this, chapter 8 verse 85 says, moreover you shall never seek to have peace with them. These motherfuckers, that's what they were seeking to have, and that's Jake now, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They were seeking to have peace with the heathens back then, and they seeking to have peace with the heathen now, man. Let bygones be bygones. We all equal. We all the people of the Most High. Moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them. The scriptures say never seek. You're never supposed to seek to have peace with them, man.
In no circumstances neither.
It says that ye may be strong and eat the good things of the land, eating the fucking cucumbers. You want to go there, you want to make peace with the heathen, just eat the good of the land, the cucumbers, all right, the fucking pomegranates, all right, and all the different exotic fucking fruit, man.
That's like the shit that Cain tried to offer to the Most High, but Abel offered a righteous sacrifice. You know, they want to go for the that's why the scriptures, I gotta grab, you got it right. I gotta grab this precept when you're done, Baba Kasha. Hopefully the spirit don't switch too soon.
Yeah, they want to fill their own belly. Just they want to fill their own belly. They don't want to eat bitterness of the scriptures. Or go through the
it says, and eat the good things of the land, and that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore, man. That's what Jake want to do, man. They want to leave the inheritance. They want to pass this wickedness on down to their fucking generation, and that's what y'all did anyway, man. Y'all did the shit anyway, man. Even though the Lord told us not to, y'all did it anyway. They did it anyway, man, and that's what y'all did. Y'all fucking y'all left the inheritance of the land until us, man. All this wickedness, man, all this fucking bullshit and sorcery and all this iniquity, man. Y'all left it to us. That's why we didn't know who Yahweh Shema Shah was until, like myself, I'm 30 years old. Brothers in their 20s and shit. You know,
whoop-de-doo, right? We learned.
which is good, which is awesome. But I'm saying we should be born knowing this, man. I met him myself, you know. Meaning, I'm glad y'all by Sean brought us better late than never. But we, our people felt just like we always say. The older generation felt this.
I got one more right quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32. It says, "And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all.
Oh, yeah.
That ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone, man." So at the end of the day, that shit is not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. You niggas believe like they said in their heart that this land gonna continue for generation, roughly paraphrasing. They named their land after their own names and shit like that. All right, y'all want to be a part of this society, make a covenant with death, and it ain't gonna be, man. Because at the end of the day, what he gonna do? He gonna destroy this bitch, man. He gonna put you niggas to death. It says, "As I live, saith Yahweh Shemel Shah, surely with the mighty hand and with the stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you," man. So the Lord go, he gonna get down and dirty with it, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get physical in this bitch, man. He gonna get fucking physical, but not the Most High actually, man. All right, literally, you know, he just gonna put the sanction down for you. I was shining angels and the men of the Lord to get physical with you niggas, man. And he gonna rule over you niggas, man. All right, with a rod of iron. But that's good. That's good. You got it out.
Okay. This Jude 1 and 11. It says, "Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam, for reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Korah." So going in the way of Cain, you know, that John 8:44, you know, your father the devil, you know, and the lust of your father you will do. So he was a murderer from the beginning. People, they go after that error. 2/3 of the nation of Israel gonna go after that. They want that cucumber. They want them pomegranate. They want that cucumber. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not like that damn cucumber. Like that damn little salt and pepper, man.
Yeah, it's not like it. So just they want to go. They go to bondage for that cucumber.
God. You know what I'm saying? And they went after the era of Balaam because all that is a false idol. Well, let me say that's about all. Balaam, he went off because he was trying to curse Israel, you know, with the time of Balak and Balaam, you know. And
he's a fucking heathen anyway.
So, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be going saying that was the statue, but still, you know what I'm saying? That was one that was set up and whatnot. And long story short, the Lord said, "Woe to them that go after that," because he said they're going they said for reward and perished in the gainsaying of Korah. So they going after the thing, and it's the right way. They trying to save their life, as the scriptures say. The scriptures say, "Woe to you that save your life," basically. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loses his life, my name say, shall find it, man. You know, and they basically trying to save their life, bro.
This is you was finished out.
There's one more.
Go ahead. Yeah,
it says, "These are spots in your feasts of charity," because what we doing, we feed the flock, you know, and that's the charity. All right, we seeking to edify, which is also charity. We're not puffed up because we got a little knowledge. Shit, we still keep our you know what I'm saying? We go around head down sometimes, so we mad at ourselves, like you just said. And like, damn, I wish I could have known this earlier, sooner, or whatnot. Like, always going off and whatnot. Yeah. So it said these are spots which are blemishes, because Yahweh Shah was without blemish. We seeking that the Lord could wink at our ignorance and blot out our blemishes and whatnot, man. That we can be perfect. So it says these are spots in a piece of charity, talking about 2/3, when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. All right.
Clouds feeding themselves without fear, man. That's deep, man. They feeding themselves without fear. They doing righteous things, not knowing the fear that the Most High, not knowing that the Most High will, not knowing that fear of the Most High, man. Not knowing that fear is unrighteous, man. Not praying before you eat, man. You think this shit just is guaranteed? It's guaranteed. You think it's guaranteed is another word too. Just I can't think of the word, but you know, but the Most High don't gotta get this. The Most High, read that back.
It says verse 12, Jude 1 and 12. These are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear.
Feeding themselves without fear, man. Wow. Yeah, they feeding themselves without fear, man. You know, they see feeding that wicked side of you, man. You feeding your lust. You going after your lust. You feeding your lust. Wow, what's the just real quick, I gotta look it up. I think it's James. James like it. I think it's James 1 and 13. James 1 and 13.
James 1 and 13.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
No, look. 15. 15.
All right.
You read up for me out.
James. And then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
Right. When yeah, because you feed it. You feed your lust. When you feed your lust, see, first you lust after something. First you lust after something. There's nothing wrong with lust. You just don't act on your lust. You gonna lust at you gonna lust at the women, but and certain the woman you gotta be like, nah, I can't fuck with her. Okay, you gonna lust for things, but the thing is you don't feed it, like the brother just said in the scripture, right?
They feed themselves without fear.
They feed themselves without fear. The law, statutes, commandments. That's a hell of a scripture, man. So you feed so first you listen after it. Keep going.
It says, then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
So when you conceive it, so it brings forth sin. Because you did it. You ate it. You ate it. You fucking consume, because now you consumed in it. When you eat it, you consume in it.
It says, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
It bringeth forth death, man. Because you just gotta die now, man. Because what it's gonna do is you're gonna keep eating. You're gonna keep doing it. You're not gonna fucking stop. You gotta die. That's the thing about sinning. Sin don't stop. That's why these Edomites, they gotta die because they're not gonna stop. The only way it goes away is death. You gotta just kill it. That's the only way to stop sinning. You gotta kill this motherfucker, man. And you 2/3. You gotta bring forth death because you won't stop feeding your lust.
Want to keep going on that, or is it more?
No, that was it. My bad.
No,
the spirit goes.
Yeah, but it's more for you. Jude 1 and 12. It says, these are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you. So that means they're amongst you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got Israelites out here that's telling you not to teach against Esau. You know what I'm saying? Not to pray in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The blemishes that's feeding themselves without fear.
All
right. And
feeding themselves without fear. Right. Down.
It says clouds, they are without water.
Yeah, feeding themselves without fear, because just that goes back to the garden, man. You know, you know about Adam and Eve. Those philosophies, man. You shouldn't partake in them, man.
That's a spiritual saying because it's actually going to expound on that.
Okay.
But what I'm about to say about the clouds without water, that's like comparable to Jeremiah when we talk about that broken cistern. It can't hold no water. It's like clouds without water. Like, what's your purpose? Right. You know what I'm saying? It's an everlasting cycle. You know, so you got rainy days and you got sunny days. But it's going. The Lord said in the book of Job that He brings forth rain, whether it be for correction or for the healing of the land, and other, you know what I'm saying, instances of that nature. So if you a cloud without water, what's really your purpose? You know. Yeah, you ain't helping the ground, you know, basically. So it says carried about of winds, so that like the scriptures talk about window not with every wind, every philosophy.
Yeah, every philosophy.
And then it says trees whose fruit withered. And that go back to Matthew the 7th chapter. You know, they basically not bring forth good fruit. Like the Lord, he cursed the fig tree. And it says without fruit, twice dead. All right, that's a key point too. Twice dead. And it says plucked up by the roots, because to the best of our ability, we trying to stay rooted like the apostle. They 30 years rooted. You know what I'm saying? But they twice dead. I mean, these other guys, they twice dead. They're gonna die on this side, and they ain't gonna get no real good benefit in the kingdom. And then not only that, this also, because you can say for the heathens too. That's why we call Esau a two-time loser. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get that first go around. Is all I'm trying to say.
That's all right, because Jake still gonna be super rich.
Yeah, they just ain't gonna get like you know, I always bring out that Revelation 20:6. They ain't gonna get that.
Being lost on this side. Twice they spiritually dead.
It's basically right, because they not gonna get that salvation. That's what it is. Because they gonna be our children in the kingdom.
You said spiritually dead.
Spiritually dead.
Spiritually dead and physically dead. You know?
That's twice dead. In other side, all Israel, you know, y'all brothers and sisters, we gonna be on one accord, but y'all be twice dead. It makes sense on this side.
Yeah, they gonna have. Because the apostles talked about that, like, they gonna have spiritual powers and shit too, though. Yeah. Like, because they gonna be our children and shit, so.
Well, that basically said plucked up by the roots, you know, so they not grounded. That's that seed that fell upon the stone, the rocks and whatnot, and it didn't have no, it wasn't on a good ground that it could basically grow. Yeah, but you got it though.
Yeah, so this is you know, I made my points, but I'll bring this out. This is Jeremiah 41. And 17. As for the 16, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing go forth out of our own mouths unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then have we plenty of virtues.
Hold on, now.
Yeah, go back to the food.
Because that's that Jeremiah 44. That's beautiful, because look, part of the shit you telling us.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, he was just saying what the Lord told us.
Yeah, that is for everything you told us. Look, bro, you just wasted your time. Yeah. We ain't gonna hurt nothing. We're gonna keep burning this incense into this queen. She's the womb man, as they call her here on this side. They call her a womb man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about these goddamn Kemet niggas. They put that woman on a high pedestal. We gonna burn incense to her because she brings forth like the mother of all things type shit. You know, basically the shit that they got her set up on. They ain't hearkening to shit that Jeremiah telling them to do. Yeah. And he a prophet of the Lord. Same thing like now, we out there for their benefit, but they want to come up against this type shit. You saying it's basically null and void, going in one ear and not the other. Yep, you got it, bro.
Plenty of virtue, and were well and saw no evil, which is bullshit. Jake believed their own fucking lie, man. They said we was worshiping the Queen of Heaven. We saw no evil. You crazy? The prophet, that's what the thing is. Y'all didn't want to. Blinded by the God of this world. That's all. Y'all was blinded by the. It say that in 2 Corinthians 4:4. You're blinded by the God of this world. If our gospel be his by the head, because y'all blind. Because of those who lost and blind. So y'all blinded by this Queen of Heaven. Talking about y'all saw no evil. But it was evil what y'all was doing. So, you know, not to keep going, but you know, that's the point right there. Like, you know, come to it. See, we ain't gonna be preaching every day, man. This thing not about to be. It's not gonna be no. The brothers out of chain. A famine about to come. See, when y'all don't see us who y'all don't see is out there no more, man. When the Lord, he take us out these streets, and these live shows be done away with, because this is time for action is about to come. It's two we living in. You know, X. This is the time of the X of apostles, man. Man, we about to get the hell up out of here, man. And the people who don't want to listen, fuck them. That's the most on, man. See, we ain't gonna do this. This is not about to be an everyday thing. Y'all talk shit on Conboard, and y'all throw rocks at us, pull guns, and try to kill us and whatever. But this is not about to just keep going on how it's going on. The prophecy is about to play out, man. It's about to play out, man. The brothers, we always say, only a couple more prophecies left. And they're here. We just waiting for the climax of those so man, whatever the Most High is with, man, we with, man. And mass death is about to happen, man. And it's not a joke, man. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I know the future, what holds for the people who forsake the Most High, man. It means death.
That's it. You got something?
Yeah, I got some. I got a couple things real quick. Matthew 4:17. From that time, Yahushua began to preach and say, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." So that's basically our whole intent, is to, because the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 58:1, go shoot my people that basically their sinful deeds, and to do so speaking loudly, So basically, the only thing that we only trying to do is tell you to repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So with that comes the downfall of Esau's kingdom, because there must be a falling away first, and you don't want to get caught up with them being joint hands, standing idle and whatnot either. So you gotta repent, bro. And I also got right quick 13 verse 26. It says, "Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth Yahweh, to you is the word of this salvation sent." So we only up to them, and it goes further in depth in Romans, the 9th chapter, where it goes even further beyond Abraham to Isaac's seed, and then to Jacob and whatnot. But basically, to you that fear the Lord, to you is this salvation sent, because I just read in Matthew the 5th chapter. Well, I was reading in my head, I didn't bring it out. But Matthew the 5th chapter is talking about basically, blessed are they that fear the Lord, they shall see Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Brother Shaw, you mind if I bring this one out? Then this is that's Matthew 25, and just much of it, just sorry, at 36. It say, "For I was hungry and you gave me meat, and I was thirsty and you gave me drink, and I was a stranger, naked you clothed me, and I was sick and you visited me."
Salakia, that's like the precept to Ezekiel the 16th chapter. Okay. Right, when it goes into talk about the Most High. You get it right quick, just to go with you. Ezekiel 16 and verse 3, it says, and say, "Thus saith the Most High power unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou was born, thy navel was not cut. Thou washed in water to suckle thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swallowed at all. No, none I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee. But thou was cast out in the open field, thy person, in the day of that thou was born." So you read that again, that little you just read.
It say, "I was hungry and you gave me meat."
We was hungry, man. We was basically cast out, man. And and the Most High, he brought us in, man. He brought us in, and made us his chosen people.
That's right. And you gave me meat. I was thirsty and you gave me drink, and I was a stranger and you took me in.
Yeah. Because we were strangers at once, man.
Right.
The nation of Israel. Hey, we were strangers until the time of around the 60s, man. You know, we came out there and started. That's when the Most High took us back in, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Naked and ye clothed me.
Yeah, naked and ye clothed me, because this chapter, it goes in, I'm gonna jump to verse 10, it says, Ezekiel 16:10, I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, bought with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk, man. So that's what the Most High covered us with, man. He covered us with all the most costly apparel, man. All right, the best of the best, man.
I was sick and ye visited me. I was in prison and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer, saying, Lord, when saw we that hunger and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? We took thee in, or naked and clothed thee. Or when saw we thee sick in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren. So that's talking about you doing it to a brother. You know? And then it say, this, right, no, and then 41 it say, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me into everlasting fire, prepare for the devil and his angels. Right. For I was hungry and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty and ye gave me no drink. And I was a stranger and ye took me not in. Clothed me not, sick, visit me not. And see that talk about you people who forsake the words Lord. See, we doing this to get y'all to repent. We trying to clothe you, give you meat, visit you in prison. The Most High do that through the brothers he put on the streets. That's how you get clothed. You learning this knowledge and wisdom. But he said, look, man, fuck y'all down. That's why I say, we ain't gonna be out here all the fucking time, man. Things up. That's why he said, depart from me, ye curse. He said, depart from me, ye are cursed. You gonna it say you're gonna be in everlasting fire. That's the nuclear missiles, and prepare for it. You're gonna be with the devil, meaning the devils and his minions. You know, Esau and his agents and all the people he got with him. It's his coalition. And he said, "I was hungry. You gave me no meat." Meaning, look, man, you gave me no reverence, man, of who I was. And you didn't repent, man. So, go to son. Good. So with that, we let it give our praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Shai. Them honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that teach in truth in the city. With that, shalom.
Shalom.